If you're working on a project car, sooner or later, you're gonna need to do some bodywork. Today, we're gonna show you how to work through all those bodywork stages on this demo panel. Let's jump in. So we had Dave cut and weld on this patch panel, something you're likely to run into yourself. Now that he's grinded this and finished the metalwork, he's going to pass it along to us. So our first step after the metalwork is finished is to then sand over the area with 80 grit on a DA to strip back the paint and give tooth for the repair. Next, you're going to need to decide which filler to use. For us, we're going to be using fiberglass reinforced filler as it's great for filling in and sealing up weld seams. If you aren't sure which filler you need, we have a link to that video in the description below. Now open and mix. You want to mix in an up and down fashion, not around. This helps keep air out of the filler and causing pinholes later on. Mix until you have a uniform color and consistency. Use a mixing stick to put the filler on a mixing board. Then grab your hardener, knead it, as the solids can separate in the tube, then apply in a single line across your filler. Mix your filler by folding it back on itself with your spreader. You want to keep the filler on the mixing board as much as possible, again, trying to prevent air from being introduced into your filler. Mix until your color is nice and uniform. You have a few options for mixing boards. Some guys use cardboard, others sheet metal, but we have found the best thing is these quick mix boards with tear-off sheets. They make cleanup quick and simple and make sure you have a clean mixing area each and every time. With the filler mixed evenly together, you can apply to the damaged area. We like to apply a thin coat to fill the repair, then a thicker coat for coverage, and try to make the filler as smooth and even as possible. Keep in mind, you only have 3 to 5 minutes of work time, so move quickly. Once finished with the coat, you can clean your spreader off with a paper towel and pre-painting prep, then tear off your mixing board so you're ready for the next round. After about 15 minutes, you can come back and start sanding your piece. Now you can use whatever you want to knock this down, but a block is going to give you the best results. We're going to use the DSB with 80 grit. Sand until the area is flat and the edges are feathered, or you need more filler and there's still low spots that won't block out. We finished blocking our fiberglass and are ready to move to our standard polyester body filler. This is what you're going to be using for about 90% of your repairs. Now our standard lightweight filler is going to be able to handle just about anything you throw it on, but we also offer it in a premium version that we're using today. The premium version is nice because it spreads and sands just a little bit easier and is virtually pinhole free. Once you pick your filler, the steps are the same as before. Mix, apply, and block again. Once your repair area is completely straight, no low or high spots, switch to 180 grit to sand out your 80 grit scratches, then 320 grit to finish the bodywork on the repair. You can then move on to primer. We also have lots of videos on primer. You can check those out on our YouTube channel as well. Now, there's a bit of feel for this you're only going to get after applying and sanding a few times. But hey, you know the steps, so there's nothing stopping you. Go, get out there and tackle that next project. For more information on our contour body fillers, blocks, primers, or anything else we make, just head over to eastwood.com.